What's up, y'all? So real life, anytime I decide to record a video, my dog gets a toy, goes and finds a toy, makes a bunch of noise. So that's real life for me. But what we have today is the footage from the Estes Park Highland games I threw in the Super 8 group. And I got another event win there, or not just event win, but games win overall. Even though they do decathlon scoring, I thought there might be a couple events that would hurt me. But pulled one off, had some great numbers. Really, the highlight was probably the lifetime PR heavy hammer at 108 foot and some inches or something like that. Threw good light hammer as well. Wish I could have thrown things a little bit better. It was a little wet, a little cold on the day, travel, etc. Whatever excuses you want to have. But we made it into a family vacation. So me, my wife, my brother and his wife, my sister and her boyfriend, and my dad were out there for an entire week. And I'll throw a couple clips in real quick of what we had going on. And we did get to see some cool stuff, a rare phenomenon with the lake, some elk bugling, and really elk within like 10 yards of us, which is probably not safe, but really, really cool. So hope you guys enjoy this one. A lot more throwing footage in this games video, some full games, and we'll see what's coming next on the YouTube. He's a true 6x6. Come on. Give me one. So we did have a very odd order, and we started with the heavyweight for distance, where I actually had grip problems even in the rain. As you kind of see, it hung on and flipped to the left the first two throws. Just not able, the thumb wouldn't let go. And then the last one even slipped out a little bit, trying to make sure I took a bunch of tacky off. That was kind of frustrating. Still think I could have accelerated more, but it was cold and wet, and the footing was always a little weird. I think my best was like 34 something on the day. This is a flyer of a lightweight. This is this famous Blatnik. Just one of those things, like I just couldn't get it going on the day. I think my best was 75 foot, and coming off of what we had done in Worlds, I was really hoping to throw this one really big that day. I just didn't get a chance to go after it. Really go after it. You saw my left foot blow out on that one. I think the last throw might have been my best. Just one of those things. Some days it's there, some days it's not. Can't get too upset. Had to move on, had a lot more events to go on the day. Then we moved into the stones. We had a Braemar stone, which I actually am pretty pleased with how this went. I don't remember the actual distance. I want to say it was maybe 35, 36. I don't think it was 37. But a pretty big stone, tough to tuck for myself. I was having some problems getting it actually tucked in there really well. And getting a good push on it, but watching things, I was really happy with it. And then the open stone, I don't remember some of these, I missed video and this, that, and the other. Open stone went pretty well. I think I went somewhere between 45 and 46. You can see the ground's a little chewed up, and I was wearing actually spikes this day on all feet, which I normally don't do in the stones, but I was just trying to get a little extra grip. Then we went to sheath. Like I said, it was a very odd order. Sheath actually clicked a little bit today. I did clear 28 feet. I don't know which videos or what. I might have had a miss in here at 30 or something like that, but I did not clear 30, but I was much closer to 30 than I have been. I mean, like I said, I have thrown the 20 better than the 16 across the board this year. So I think that might have been 24, 26. I think I was a little more excited at 28. And then I don't know if I have the misses at 30 in here. But once again, Sheaf's been, if you followed along, Sheaf has been my fickle event this year.
Now we got Chuck Casson coming up next. Now Chuck, as I was talking to Chuck earlier today, he asking where he's from, what he does for work, and kind of
still got a few more tips than Sheaf. Then we move on to Caber. I'm going to go ahead and keep talking. When we get to Caber, they do a weird system where you have actually 3 different cabers that you can do. You have to turn the one caber before you move up to the next one. And so we started with the Super A group only did 2 cabers instead of 3. With the way we started, we were throwing with the A group, and the first caber was pretty difficult. And then we went on to the second caber, and I can't remember what. I think this is that's the first caber. I don't think I got 3 turns, and this was the second caber. This was actually the caber the pros ended up using, and I think only 1 or 2 of the pros actually turned on this day. Hats off to Charles Fay for getting a turn. I felt like I did pretty well. This caber just didn't have taper. It was hard to get it going, but I felt really confident in making 3 good attempts on this caber. Watching the pros do it, feel good about my caber ability off of that stick. Weight over bar went pretty smooth for me on the day, with a miss at 14, or no, I think I had 1 miss at 14, 1 miss at 15, 14, made 15. I think I took only 1 or 2 throws at 16. I did hit the bar really well at 16, and I think I shut it down. I just saved it because I knew we had hammers following it, and I knew I wanted to go big in the hammers, and I have here in the past. I'd have to be honest to say the field is favorable, but it's not as downhill as I thought it was, or it doesn't feel like it's super, super, super downhill. There is a gradual grade, but I've personally thrown on more downhill fields, and that was that close miss at 16 where I actually hit the bar. I couldn't believe it. So that's kind of a quote-unquote PR. And then we went into heavy hammer. And I think my very first one, I kind of took a little bit of the safety, and I think it went over 100, which I was like, oh man, that's insane. I think that was it. I think it might have gone 104 or something. And then I think I hit 105, 104, 105. I can't even remember all the throws, but I do have all the footage in here, all 6 hammers. I was really getting after it, and after I hit 108 on my very last heavy hammer. There's some things I see that I can still work on, which is cool, but I knew in my head, after throwing my grandfather's year, I said, I know there's a 108 in my body somewhere. To finally make it happen was really awesome. I got really excited. I think it's this next throw. I'm not paying attention as I'm voicing over it. That is not it. So it's the next one. All-time personal best right here. I knew it as soon as I let go of it. I was able to, if I saw it, and then this is a very, very easy 113 with the light hammer. I had to follow myself, and after getting super jacked up, I just kind of wanted to get one out there and then went after it. But with that heavy hammer, it was, man, it felt good. I was able to keep the speed into the very finish, which I didn't do very well in some of the others, so I could have had a bigger series. It's something I can work on. Light hammer, I did finish up with 125, which I think is still a lifetime PR, or it's just shy of 1. So great series, awesome day overall, and really had a great time. So hope you guys enjoyed the footage with a lot of throws here in this game's footage. And I've got some feedback on some other people on what they want to see at some of the games. So we're going to try to make it happen at some of the games in the future. So thank you guys for tuning in if you've really watched this far. Hope you guys enjoy the content. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't yet.